E aí, meus radiantes, como é que vocês estão? Vermelho aqui com vocês. Dia 26 de 2 de 2024, segundo, e agora é a vez do Vct Emea decidir seu quarto time a ir para os playoffs do kickoff. E para startar a fase dos play-ins, Karmine, Corp e Team Vitality iniciam os duelos e já começaram os dois times com muita vontade. Intensos duelos, faquinha na cara, ninja defuso, duelo de reis e até levantar da cadeira e soltar umas farpas para o adversário. Sunset, mapa da escolha por parte da Karmine como o primeiro mapa.
Brilliant bullet to the head and right back to square footing. It is a 4 versus 4, and with that smoke, it puts a stop to the fight for a few seconds.
There. No initiator utility in the hands of an array either, with him being taken down first on the side of Karmine Core to make this way back in towards site. Eyes towards Martine for that.
Felt like forever until Magnum made his way onto the site now, but he has grouped up with the team with a blast pack to get them out of the smoke. In a quick fashion, Shin forced to back off, but Sender, that right-click jump extravaganza like a bunny in the sight. Smike is touched, but it's still a 3 versus 3, and it's hotly contested behind the smoke. Destrian moves in and out, realizes no one on the spike, but now Martin's licking it, already halfway, denied by Sender. Magnum, 3 kills to his name, but I feel Karmine have got it all locked and covered, but the fact that Sender's hiding enough, KC gonna look to get the first kill, so Magnum can use that neural theft and uncover this round altogether.
Numbers game, Magnum, they have to clear out towards mid as well, but the wrap coming in time, perfect opportunity to close that door.
And that's exactly what Vitality are going to look to do, delay it until the flank from Destrian can come in on time, but Sender's in trouble, he's in a snake bite, and he has to drop back quickly enough. Destrian slowly moving in, but Shin has got it all covered, and the neural theft put into place. No one can surprise them, so it's all going to have to be from the firepower from them, but the defuse is stuck, and the victory is sweet from KC, as they do find themselves with a round on the board.
Beautiful rate.
Idea of where KC are coming from.
Oh, they're taking market control back here on the side of Team Vitality into the post lane, denying one of these lanes for the retake.
Runner forced out into the open, but not punished. So now can drop right back in, but the paint shots do it difficult. Sender dropping down the dizzy, and Martine is a gift from the heavens. Gets gifted over. Runner tries to hold on his position onto side, but he's falling low, and Nare will clean it all up, but there's a flank. Again, safe. Let's see what this MVP can do. Magnum's all got it all covered. Too smart for that. The captain's better aware of the situation, and it's a knife to the face of Kicks to make a statement play here for KC. The defuse comes their way, and
Yeah, not finding anything there. An attempt to change the pace, but KC very good to deny that tempo.
Oh. Magnum was not through the smoke? Because his awareness today has been obscene.
He has something to prove.
He definitely does. Bring back the glory days of Magnum. But Martine is aggressive off of the back of his own showstopper, and it looks like 3 players of KC are trapped in sight unless Vitality drop instead. Who's trapped with who? Safe and Sender, all that is left. But I think that the fact that Wingman is already on the spike, you cannot stop him for a second, but you haven't stopped Wingman, and Wingman will give the round for Case.
Planted.
Aiding as well. Second tag also coming in. And slowly KC move together. The death pool approach, if you will. They've got plenty of money, so they'll look to fight this, look to give this a go. There's a Thrash Raven available, which begs the question, is Nara going to use it? Yes, he is. They're feeling comfortable. They feel like they can take on the world. Tripwire on the one end, they need to break it. It hasn't been broke just yet, and Vitality have bought so much time. Snakebite being thrown, there are none left. Only just one thrown just now. It's Martine with a double. KC have turned it all around, and they're safe. Has another say in the matter. Cam broken. Martine is so damn good. KC, off of a disadvantage, are right back on top.
They're down 2 plays.
They were scared, they were holding back, but this one, they don't care. And they're talking smack, and I love it! That CT side, while KC push into market.
Magnum's making so much noise, trying to draw those eyes.
Oh, still Vitality hold back. They don't want to be too aggressive. Then Kicks does show his ground. Runner is there to assist, but Destrian has been isolated. Trailblazer onto the side, making sure if anybody is defusing, they know of it now, but someone has to interrupt it. One may be stunned, but it's Shin able to use his weapon. And again, with the stick, KC is permitted to do as they please this half. 8-4, they find superiority. The defense side is stronger. Going all the way around the world while Vitality moving into this B site. So this means that KC need to do a lot of damage themselves, remain safe. Is smart enough to read it, but focuses towards the rest of the site, knowing they're running out of time. Snake Bow only just thrown, so it's going to delay this massively here. Kicks Getting one kill already, getting a second. He needs to stick it now. It cannot be interrupted. Otherwise, this round is for KC. Instead, Vitality get it all done, getting themselves a 6, a full up to the pistol, and they're back in the game. We would like to call it Martin. Maybe he should name change. Maybe not. Probably not. Still on the spike, KC gained ground control. It was KC that was best at the retakes on the defensive side. Vitality need to do the same thing, although their weapons aren't favoring them this time around. Only one guiding light available, but Paranoia for Sender could be enough for them to start crossing through. Magnum in an aggressive position. Cage drop to allow the push. And they have to drop back. Dizzy already utilized here from Vitality. Push coming in. Nara is insane with it! And KC supreme over this B site. No Vitality play.
Get caught out by that thrush, so they had as many numbers as possible.
Showstopper coming out here from Kicks. Not able to find a shot. It's Martin actually that finds Runner. Insane! And now KC are fully ahead. Nara's got enough angle. I don't think it has been checked either. Maybe saving Grace here. Tamaji is low, so could be an easy pickup, but Smoke covering one of these ends while Vitality grouping up towards spawn. They pushed forwards, but everybody's looking their direction. Poison Cloud blocking one of the sides, but the Paranoia is so good. It's delayed them massively. Martin finding shots through the wall, but so far trading equally, and KC can afford to do that. Martin staples himself ahead. Kicks can't do a thing. Martin coming alive. That's 11-6. Left all to himself. He's going to have to do a lot until the rotations do come through, and that's Sender doing all so much. First pick onto Magnum, but can he maintain the pressure? Yes, Safe is coming in his direction now, being a 2-player stack, but it's up against a 3-player stack from KC into Elbow while leaving Tamaji on site. Wingman, realizing there's one to the left-hand side of the corner. Showstopper coming through, and it's perfect from Martin. Can't follow it up with his rifle. It's sent to bounce right back up, but it's still Vitality keeping pressure onto the site. Destrin pushing in. Destrin doubling up, and it's all down to Destrin, but it shall not be. KC show why this
Agora, no mapa da escolha da Team Vitality, a ASCENT mostrou que se o primeiro mapa já foi cheio de duelos, o segundo então foi ainda muito mais pegado, cheio de empates e viradas, com até 6 jogadores ultrapassando as 20 kills. Foi quase que um overtime de início ao fim, literalmente, aliás. Confira agora esse duelo foda pra...
To bare minimum health, but trying to bring their health bars back to fuller HPs. But still KC grouping up together. Haven't been able to get the spike down just yet. They haven't found the comfort as Vitality look to peek out. All of them are stacked up, and it's Runner to double up, and all of a sudden Vitality have the lead. No way that just happened. KC have got fuller health bars, apart from Shin, who is down to 24.
A lot of damage to be done here. Spike not even planted yet, and it's got to hurt. Down to 3 health here for Shin.
And Tamaji's gone completely aggro. Kicks is so smart to read it. Gets some shot across. And Tamaji, though, with the upper angle, is catching the rest of the players off guard. Rana in close distance is doing so much with 3 kills to his name. And Kicks now approaching. Tamaji knows where the opponents are, but they also know the same. On the spike, putting pressure on Tamaji to peek out. And all Kicks needs to do is wait. Wait for the peak. Wait for Tamaji to just push past him. And that's exactly what he does. Vitality, the first team. Dagger broken. So no one caught. Martin, the short push. Safe, quicker. But there's still one more contender. It's Tamaji closing up the distance, but Safe is low, which means could work out for Tamaji. But there's also a peak coming in from mid, and Sender's got it all locked and covered. Vitality win out individually, win out as a team, and KC on the back foot in this round. Maybe Vitality square it up. Paranoia, perfect. Nare, no chance. Vitality square things up with an Andalucia flawless.
Much needed to try and get back into this mentally as well.
It's a big question to have, but Runner is smart to peek out of the Thompson screen, and he does it all by himself. No one shall pass through mid, because that's where Runner shall hide. Shin is the only player from KC who have gotten a kill this round, but how much does that mean? How much can you do? Sender pushing through mid doesn't give Shin a chance.
Timing.
At least Magnum has crept past, so it has given an inkling of hope.
It's walking behind Kicks.
He doesn't have the spike though, so it doesn't really matter.
Information found at the very least. Time to work with.
I mean, he's going to have to walk past Kicks again, doesn't he? Unless he goes through Market, but that's not going to happen.
Angle.
He's going to sneak up on him, and that's a pick. Making a 1 versus 3.
Orb available here, though, for Magnum. Gonna get the Seekers online. However, Vitality are pushing up. He's aware of the space he doesn't have.
Yeah, if he goes for the Orb's take there, they'll know exactly where he's coming from. Trying to isolate them one by one. He's good with it! He's got the Seekers now, but there's one left, but it's taking the long angle. Destrin catching him off guard on that. pick off Sender, and Casey keeps on giving. Runner finally putting that Sheriff to test and gets himself an upgrade.
The mid control here. Martin not able to find anything though. Destrian to get the trade. Down to a 3v3.
Viper's Pit. Drop down. This is going to be difficult for Vitality, but they do have 3 rifles, 3 players alive, and it's the same for KC.
Thing is, you don't even want to pop that null command. It's a signal and beacon as to where Safe would be playing.
Yeah, it's difficult. You don't really have any utility to allow an explosive push here for
2
KC.
flashes.
But on Vitality, on the other hand, do have 2 flash drives. Paranoia as well. Could do everything here for them. Nare closes up the gap, but Safe is able to pick it up, which allows Shin to be in a 1v2. No command coming out through here, but he might think he would do so. Double for Shin, keeping their hopes.
These ults, you have a Hunter's Fury for kicks here on the plant.
Yeah, probably going to wait for it as well, try and get them off it. Drops back just a little bit. Nare is low, and it's just enough to get picked up. Spike not yet planted, and that's a lot of value off of one Hunter's Fury. 2 kills picked up, and Vitality finally have the lead. They've been waiting for a round like this to find themselves on the defense scoreboard. But you can see Magnum very close by to this. There's 2 players above and 2 players in front of him, and Kix has got his number. Shin, try all you must, but Kix is alive and well.
Opportunity to close that gap with the satchels.
Reaching deep into this pockets for this one. It is the last round of the half, so they've got to expend everything, and Martin, with this sense of urgency, clears out B. They would like to use a showstopper to the best accord, and Kix is down, expecting him to be in that corner, but Sender now is being challenged, but this time Safe is there to help him out. Yes, a spike is being planted, but KC might be taking too many fights that they didn't want to take. Paranoia also doing a lot. Flash drive, allowing Safe to peek out for yet another time, and they're picking off KC players left and right. And it's all down to Shin with a judge, not an optimal weapon with long distances.
Oh, they've got a read into this as well. The Cascades give away his location.
At least he'll try and close up the gap, but try all you can. You shall not succeed. Vitality close out the final round of the half, and I think they'll be happy about it.
Magnum alone, dash in.
It's a good guiding light though, keeps them at bay, and Kix is the only player from Vitality not playing with the team,
2?
and he finds 2. It's incredible. Martin finally puts him to his grave, but he found a lot of damage there.
So much value again with those picks.
Sender stuck back. Nana Swarm to delay them from pushing. Paranoia assisting as well. Could have allowed them to back off of that. Runner's thinking of helping out here, but the Painters have kept him out for a little longer. But with the Frenzy, he can just spray upon them and get a double. Knowing Magnum is, as he's touched the spike already, does move a little bit further forwards, but he's got 2 to deal with. The captain of KC has got a lot to prove, but he's running right after Deathstream because he knows at least where he is from. The double right click does the job, but with 20 points of health, he's got to do it against Runner, and I don't think he knows where he is. And he has to get the spike defuse as well, and it's Runner with a Frenzy to find him. They vacate the area. Vitality have got a perfect case scenario here, where they don't need to clear out many corners to clear this out, but the one corner covered is where the impact comes from. Shin with a kill, and he jumps back in sight.
I mean, the spike discovered there as well. Shin, I think, just about dodged that knife as well. Now, towards Boathouse.
And with Shin buying all this time and with the smokes and all the utility thrown at them, it's delayed them so much that there's rotation coming in. So KC have got plenty of players on the defense of this site. Shin to the back of it with the first one contested. He gets a triple by the end of his death, but it's still a 2v2. On the spike they go, and Tamaji might want to use this moment to push past the smoke. Is Magnum with a pick on Garage, and Tamaji with the other. KC get guns, and they get a round win. Right up. They do put a lot of pressure into mid themselves. 2 on shore, 2 from mid, but there's a smoke on one end, so it does prohibit the cross from coming in. No trade available for KC to pick up. Vitality get a kill scot-free.
And they're gambling this rotation already towards this A site. They can hear the stomps in A main.
No command. How much utility can be thrown before it's popped off? And the answer is a lot. Snake bite and paint shell, so it's delaying this push quite a lot, allowing the rotations to come through, but it also gives Sender time to group up with the team. Hunter's Fury, what can it deny? Tamaji on safe, but he can be brought back to life.
That's a spike.
It buys a lot of time here. And the showstopper from Martin not quite able to find the pick he would have liked. Instead, he's the one that gets shut down, and Destrian, the player that has had the best of performances of previous map, redeems himself. So KC can start raining bullets upon them. No pick for them. That's super crucial. But they retain control, and they go even further. Martin aggresses. Safe reads it. That's Vitality clearing up ground. Nare finally finding a pick, but I'm not quite sure if he spotted out Sender's gun, but he still turns around in time to pick off Kix.
A 180.
And 2 versus 3 now, favoring the Vitality side with a spike on sight, and Sender there as a guarantee. Nare is going to try and read it, and he's good for it. 3 for his name, 2 more left, and he could get an ace.
Okay, 2v2 situation, spike yet to be planted.
But the push comes through for Nare, not letting them calm down at all. Runner, low on health, could be a clean pickup with a couple of bullets to the torso.
Let's live.
And Shin is there to stop it. Shin is there for a double! Enough madness! The defender's doing wonder work. Deshrin, he needs to pick up the pieces.
That spike down, he's the one to recover it, at the very least. And closing that door as well. Now you're seeing Sender wrap back around here towards mid.
But KC have got the numbers here, so if they take this fight, it will favor them. With the guiding light, they start pushing forwards. It's the best call to make before a rotation coming in from behind. Destrin using from the shadows to get away, but it's Kicks with a double! No way, this Odin is doing so much work, not quite shutting down Tamaji, but he's turned it all around for Vitality.
It's a 1v2 now here. And Tamaji has to make the race over towards that B site. No better pairing than an Odin and a Sova.
KC had this locked and loaded. This shouldn't be the situation for them. Kicks has completely turned this upside down.
Just have a Viper's Pit to play with here. However, look at the way they're playing contact with each other, looking for those trades. Jangle covered.
And this B site is so difficult to find isolated fights. Vitality know the protocol here, know this 1v2.
Look and pinch Tamaji here.
Get out of my way!
Snakebite delaying. Ultron. Inevitable to fight Tamaji, but doesn't quite. Shit. Close by to the action. Tamaji with a bullet to the head, though. This is KC actually turning all around in their favor. Paranoia is strong, but Tamaji still, they don't know where he hides. So he can survive for now. Look how deep into this Keeks is. He moved into the Viper's Pit and now full garage control. If Magnum pushes right past him, he can do so much, but Magnum is quicker to the trigger. And KC are suddenly on top with numbers.
Opportunity to get that heal up here for Tamaji as well.
Magnum used up his guiding lights. And unlike the previous iteration of Sky, it can't be brought back for them. So there's no waiting game. They're going to have to go for try picks. It's going to have to be a really far forward push from Martin, but it's Magnum with the first shot. Runner, the rookie, the new duelist for the squad, but cannot do it up against the three. It's Martin with a right click kill on the classic. And cover, he does get the kill against Runner. The star of Vitality, no more, and Magnum is able to get out, barely. Vitality now moving onto the short side, knowing that the player aggressing from A is no longer the right position to defend.
He recommits to top mid, though. Sender's still waiting. Even clearing out towards spawn. Vitality all the way up here towards A. The time is so low, Pablo.
Showstopper, it works for Destrin! And Martin keeps the hopes of KC alive. Not much time remaining. The spike has to go down with Safe getting a double to deny the denies. It's a 3 versus 2, a 2 versus 2, scratch that. As Magnum closes in, and Tamaji on the other side. This game was always destined for overtime, and Karmine looks to push through the tree area. It's got the paranoia, and that's going to be the crucial one, but the flash from Magnum is immaculate. Collapsing upon them, KC want to have full control over this. Kicks and Safe, kicking and screaming throughout this, which allows Safe, the former MVP of the league, to do it to himself, but it's a 1 versus 3 and it's all too difficult. KC, 13 locked and loaded. But still, look at this. It's Shin nearby and he's done a lot this game. But can he do it again? No, the answer to that is send his bullets. And all of a sudden, you've got to deal with Tamaji on the side, but he's been smoked off. It's Magnum to do it by himself, and KC have got the advantage. Vitality, 25 seconds to spare, and they can only head to this A site. No other recourse, no other remorse. There's nothing else for them. They've got to go for this A site. Safe. Closing in, Vitality desperate for the hero of them to do it all himself, but it's going to be Karmine Corp, the first to take the step towards kickoff playoff.
E aí, o que você achou do jogo? Gostou que a Karmine Corp tenha vencido a Team Vitality ou preferia que a Team Vitality tenha ganhado da Karmine Corp? Comenta aí embaixo o que você achou. Se você gostou do vídeo, deixa seu like e se inscreva. E também ative o sininho para não perder nenhum jogo, nenhuma notícia, nenhum clipe e nenhum vídeo aqui do canal. Valeu, meu radiante, e até a próxima.